I'm Janice Taggart, and I served in the United States Army for 8 years from 1985 to 92 after the first Gulf War. I became an interrogator translator, Russian linguist, had a service-connected disability of 80%, and so they sent me to school. So I went out to Arizona and I met my husband. He was from Manhattan. A friend of his had just recently remarried and she had her home for sale. It was a 129-year-old farmhouse and they hadn't done much to it. And this was a place that was really our dream home. He was also a veteran of the United States Navy. He was on the USS Inflict. Neither one of us were strangers to hard work. He was a painting wallpapering contractor, so we had that benefit of being able to do a lot of the work on our own. And so we started remodeling the inside of the house and didn't quite get it finished before he was diagnosed with Parkinson's and passed away. And so it fell on me to try to love our home as much as we loved it together. And I couldn't do it. There's so many things I couldn't do, like the outside on the home that was needing a lot of repair. The siding was rotting, the corners were rotting away, the siding had been added on to. I stayed awake at night wondering how I was going to take care of the outside of my home because I love my home so much. And it was such bad condition. And I didn't know what to do. I knew it needed gutters. I knew it needed siding, and I couldn't do it myself. And so I just laid awake and worried. I was needing to put gutters on my home just to try to prevent further damage to it. And the gentleman that came, he found out I was a veteran, and he said, well, I saw this company that's doing siding for service members. He said, you might want to check into it.
So a local business and veterans organization are teaming up to give back to those who have given us so much.
Yeah, let's welcome in Alec Cook from Continental Siding. He is right there, and Mr. Daniel Brazil, the executive director of Team Fidelis.
Siding for service members is something that I'm passionate about because the truth and the reality is that I was a young, able-bodied person who sat in a military recruiting office 3 times in my life. And I was never brave enough to actually make the sacrifice and serve myself. Mm-hmm. So the people that made the decision to serve have a very deep and genuine respect from me. Mm-hmm. And if this is a way that I can serve them and thank them for being better than me, I want to take the opportunity to do it.
You just saw the QR code on your screen.
Oh. That's it.
Hold it right there. We're going to hold it right there for just a couple of seconds.
SidingForServiceMembers.com.
Okay.
Wait for people to get their phone out.
And you
can
need to
scan
do
that
it right
QR code.
Now.
We didn't think anything about it because I thought, that's a once-in-a-lifetime thing, and that really doesn't happen to me. So one day my friend calls me and he says, I got a call from this guy. He started asking questions about you, and I'm real hesitant to answer. He was Daniel at Team Fidelis, a wonderful organization that serves veterans. He actually verified my service. Well, we had a very pleasant conversation, and he told me that I was a finalist for the Siding for Service Members. A few days later, I got a call, and I decided for some reason to answer this call. The gentleman on there said he was Alec Cook from Continental Siding, but then I thought, okay, this is making more sense now. My heart's going, oh, do I have a chance at this? They were announcing the winners at the Veterans Night at the Kansas City Comets soccer game. My oldest daughter and her husband came up from Tennessee, and at halftime we went down there and found out that I wasn't a finalist, I was actually the awardee.
You are the winner of the
I was so shocked because I never win anything like this in my life. It was kind of surreal that I was actually given this wonderful award. There's no words. So the next morning we went down and we met with Alec, and just walking around the showroom was amazing. He's such a great guy, and you can tell how the company is by its leadership. I could see his effect on the whole company from the bottom up to the top down. So we walked around the showroom, all the questions that I had. He gave me confidence with the product, how it was going to be installed, and that I would never have to paint my home again, which was amazing to me. I just felt like a weight was lifted off of my shoulders. Once the product was here, the team came in and they started stripping the old siding off, and they came early. They worked hard. I felt good about it. I felt safe. I left, I had to do some things. I left, I didn't worry about it. Came back, they were still working. I didn't have any problems at all. My home looks cohesive now. It doesn't look like it's been added on to. I love my home now. I have so much pride in it now. I kind of was embarrassed before. I look at it now and it makes me emotional because of the weight it's taken off my shoulders. I don't have the words to say how much this means to me, that my home looks like it does now. My husband would, he'd probably be speechless. He would absolutely be so proud of it and love it so much. And he would be very, very, very thankful. I know he would.